Hello everyone. Today, I want to share a truly transformative journey. For many of us, turning 50 feels like the beginning of an inevitable decline. But I'm here to tell you, it's not the end, it's an incredible opportunity for a rebirth. Just 3 months ago, I was struggling with chronic pain and constant lethargy. Now, I feel tennis ready, full of energy, and I've even dropped several clothing sizes. My transformation didn't start with a doctor's prescription or a new fad diet. It began with a single, powerful decision to reclaim my health. For years, I simply believed my struggles were just menopause. Like many women, I accepted the narrative that these debilitating symptoms were an unavoidable part of aging. I experienced what I called the morning terror. Waking up was dreadful because of plantar fasciitis. Every first step out of bed was a sharp, stabbing pain. Throughout the day, simple tasks became impossible. My finger joints were so swollen and arthritic that opening a water bottle or washing dishes was an excruciating challenge. Physically, I endured constant bloating, chronic headaches, and muscle aches that made me feel like I'd been beaten up daily. When I sought medical advice, the common refrain was always, "It's hormones. It's inevitable." But as I soon discovered, they were wrong. My body, quite frankly, felt like it was rusting away. My appearance reflected it. My hair was thinning at the crown, and my skin had turned dull, gray, and lifeless. Visceral fat had accumulated around my midsection. My belly would bulge uncomfortably even after eating just a small portion of a meal. My immune system felt completely broken, as I seemed to catch every cold or virus circulating. And digestion? It was a constant battle with perpetual gas, indigestion, and bloating. I was living with a body that was clearly telling me something was terribly wrong, yet conventional wisdom offered no real solutions. Then came a pivotal revelation: the real enemy wasn't age at all. It was inflammation. The pain I was experiencing, the fatigue, the constant discomfort, it wasn't due to a lack of hormones, but an excess of systemic inflammation fueling every pain receptor in my body. The true culprits were the healthy staples I'd been told to eat my whole life: rice, bread, noodles, and even fruit. These foods were consistently spiking my insulin levels, which, in turn, fed the inflammatory fire raging within me. It became clear, you are what you eat, and I was, quite literally, eating inflammation. My transformation truly began with a radical decision: overturning the rice bowl, both literally and figuratively. My action was a complete removal of grains and sugar from my diet. I stopped fueling myself with carbohydrates. Of course, this decision was met with fear and skepticism from friends and family. I heard all the warnings: meat causes heart attacks, or, you need carbs for your brain. These were the narratives I had been told for decades. But my body's immediate reaction was nothing short of astonishing. Instead of shutting down, it woke up. I chose to throw away the notion that rice and grains were essential and embraced meat as my primary fuel source. So, what exactly replaced the carbs in my diet? It was surprisingly simple and incredibly satisfying. My primary fuel became high-quality red meat: beef and pork, along with duck. I rediscovered eggs as a true superfood, providing complete nutrition in every bite. For essential micronutrients, I incorporated fresh leafy green vegetables. My guiding rule was straightforward: eat until full, always prioritizing protein and healthy fats. The key? Absolutely zero grains. This wasn't about calorie counting or deprivation, it was about nourishing my body with the building blocks it truly needed to thrive. This simple, nutrient-dense approach worked wonders. Here's why meat and eggs became my healers. First, they dramatically stabilized my insulin levels. By cutting out carbohydrates, I stopped the constant insulin spikes that signaled my body to store fat and ignite inflammation. Secondly, I removed sugar toxins. Eliminating glucose spikes meant an end to the production of harmful compounds that were attacking my joints and damaging my skin. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, high-quality fats and proteins provided my body with the essential building blocks for cellular repair. My skin, hair, and muscles began to repair and regenerate from the inside out, leading to a profound sense of rejuvenation. Just 3 months later, the changes were nothing short of miraculous. Where did the pain go? My joints, once riddled with arthritis, felt completely normal. Dishwashing, once an impossible chore, became easy again. My feet, plagued by plantar fasciitis, were pain-free. Waking up was no longer a fearful experience. And those chronic headaches? They simply disappeared. This transformation reinforced a profound insight: when you starve the inflammation of its fuel, which, for me, was primarily sugar and refined carbohydrates, that fire eventually goes out, leaving you free from pain and discomfort. Beyond the pain relief, my body underwent a remarkable physical transformation. I went from wearing a size 77 to a comfortable size 55. The visceral fat that once clung stubbornly to my midsection simply melted away, without any starvation diets or tedious calorie counting. My waistline returned, and the perpetual bloating I'd lived with for years evaporated. This newfound lightness and energy propelled me into an active lifestyle. Tennis matches and long hikes, which once felt like daunting chores, are now effortless joys. I feel vibrant and capable, truly living life to its fullest. The most surprising aspect of this journey was the external transformation. Friends and acquaintances would ask, "Did you get a procedure?" My skin tone dramatically changed from dull and gray to clear, bright, and glowing. It felt like an inner light had been switched on. The rich protein intake also worked wonders for my hair, stopping the thinning and restoring its shine and volume. This wasn't about temporary fixes or cosmetic procedures. This was true anti-aging, achieved not through chemicals, but through profound nutrient density. My body was healing and regenerating, making me look and feel years younger from the inside out. This dietary shift led to a total vitality and an internal reset of my entire system. My gut health improved dramatically. There was no more gas or indigestion, and my stomach felt calm and settled. My immune system became robust. Colds and minor illnesses are now a thing of the past. Perhaps most reassuringly, the numbers reflected this internal health. My blood pressure, diabetes markers, and cholesterol levels all returned to a healthy, normal range. The old belief that meat would clog my system proved entirely false. Instead, it rebuilt and revitalized it. To truly appreciate this transformation, let's look at the stark contrast between the old me and the new me. The old me endured painful steps, swollen hands, a constantly bloated belly, and chronic lethargy, reflected in gray, dull skin. Today, the new me is sprinting on the tennis court, comfortably wearing a size 55 dress, boasting clear, vibrant skin, boundless energy, and an utterly pain-free existence. This isn't just about weight loss or superficial changes. It's about a complete reclaiming of health and vitality. If my story resonates with you, here's how you can start your own rebirth. First, don't fear fat. It's essential energy, not poison. Second, strive for balance. Always pair your meat with fresh, leafy greens for vital digestion and micronutrients. Third, prioritize consistency. Give your body at least 3 months of dedication to allow the inflammation to subside and true healing to begin. Most importantly, listen to your body. It knows what it needs far better than conventional wisdom or outdated dietary guidelines. Trust its signals. Let's be clear: menopause is not a disease. It's a loud, unmistakable signal from your body, telling you it can no longer tolerate the wrong fuel. You weren't sick because of your age. You were sick because of what you were eating. This journey taught me a fundamental truth: well-fed is truly the best medicine. By providing your body with the nutrients it craves, you empower it to heal, rejuvenate, and thrive, regardless of your age. You deserve to claim your golden years with vibrancy, energy, and freedom from pain. Tonight, instead of reaching for the rice or pasta, swap it for a delicious, satisfying steak. Experience for yourself the miracle of a pain-free life, full of boundless energy. Join the ranks of those who have chosen vitality over decline, actively proving that food is, indeed, the best medicine. It's time to nourish your body and reclaim your health.